Yeah. Which, by the way, I do accept because they do not have their programmed martial arts abilities.
Yeah,
So fine.
but then Neo again was able to stop thinking. I mean, it's just where it's like you established that he has some of these powers, but then he doesn't have these powers, but he can just wipe the floor with this guy. Okay, sure, whatever. And hi everybody, and welcome to a possibly real, possibly not, all in your head episode of Trip Around Multiverse with your host, the man who sold out an entire race for the best steak of his life, Kyle Charles. And
and you gotta work out how you managed to get in the Matrix at that point without anyone plugging you in. But
yeah, sure.
And I'm the man who it says that every beginning has an end. After I absorb someone else, of course, Siwai Chong.
Which makes sense. And today we decided to go down memory lane and and talk about a film that inspired a generation.
Wait, a set of films.
Set of films that inspired a generation and also made a lot more people believe in conspiracy theories and simulation theory. Yep, that's a theory that people believe in. It also changed cinema in a way, even though a film before it did this thing that made people get so excited about this film, but wasn't as big a budget, so no one remembers it. A film that propelled Mr. Keanu Reeves' career for a second time. Yes, for a second time. A film that helped Lawrence Fishburne get loads of roles as well. The woman who played Trinity didn't do much afterwards.
Yeah.
We are talking about the franchise known as The Matrix.
The first one was in 1999. And then you got Matrix 2 and 3, which is Matrix Reloaded and Matrix
Revolution?
Not Resurrection.
Revolution,
that's it. Both in 2003.
Yeah.
And then you had Matrix Resurrection in 2021.
2021?
No, sorry, 2021. 2021.
Yeah. Some people thought it was 2022. I don't know why. Yeah.
No, I said it completely wrong. And also the Animatrix, which came out before when
it's like
Reloaded and Revolutions was coming out.
Yeah, it's like, I think that came out just before, so it's still 2002. 2003.
Which they, by the way, they did have neat side stories.
Yeah.
And some cool animation and stuff like that. You were saying about just before we started, you were talking about the one, the guy who was running the world record. That's what.
Yeah.
Where the sprinter was so fast, he sprinted out of the Matrix.
Yeah.
And then I think what happened was they stopped him, the agents or something stopped him coming out.
Yeah.
And then he basically burnt himself out and became a cripple or something.
Yeah. Like because they realized he knew the glitch in the Matrix to run. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
I remember one of them as well, where the kids were playing in a section of the Matrix where there was a glitch section where they could do stuff that defied the laws of physics because it's in the video game. You know, sometimes these outer areas aren't covered by the program.
Yeah,
as you know, because in video games people all do all sorts of crazy stuff, and you find glitches. And for speed runs, you know, sometimes you clip through the doors and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's essentially what these kids found.
Yep, real life stage hacks.
One of the other ones I remember is when there was the detective, the private eye, following Trinity, but didn't know it was Trinity at the time. Yeah, that was a cool one.
I forgot about that one. I might have to watch it again at some point.
Well, they're all like, you know, there was that one where it was the Flight of the Osiris. I think it was the 3D one.
Yeah.
The smooth 3D animated one. I know 3D animation and whatever has gone better nowadays.
Yeah, that's it.
But it still look pretty good then, as it does now. But onto the actual movies themselves. I think these are supplemental. These are supplemental stories, a bit like how the Gotham Knights animated stuff was for the Nolan Batman trilogy, except they contradict that and they don't care. They act as though that isn't actually part of their movie, movie universe, which is like, okay, but I mean, you can do that, but there's no harm in pretending that it is either.
Yeah,
they were just like, nah.
You just like literally throw away lines like, yeah, and remember when this happened? Look at the screen and a little annotation.
Yeah.
If you watch Gotham Knights, you know. Yeah. But no.
But I think they're like just I think for the note, like they're making a film and they're like, okay, we're gonna make our films and that's our priority. If it contradicts that, we don't care.
We don't care. Yeah. And the studios who made it were like, oh, we got our money anyway, so we don't care.
Yeah, exactly. He fights Deadshot in one of those, and then they're like, nothing. Whatever, you know. Yeah. And then there was Sal Maroni in it, but he didn't look like Eric Roberts at all. He had a beard.
Yeah, which threw me off when I saw that.
Okay, all right,
sure.
Yeah.
But yes,
even though they were nicely animated.
Yeah, they were good. So. Yeah.
Sometimes the Batsuit looked like proper armored.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like how they were in the movies. Not like smaller, and not even like the pants in the Batsuit. It was like a big, massive, chunky.
Like a walking tank sort of thing. Yeah.
You know as well, inconsistent here, because these stories are different for different people. You don't have to have consistent animation only for the key characters if they're in it, right?
Yeah.
Keanu's look like Keanu, and Trinity's look like Trinity, and Smith, you know. And
yeah. People, the real actors.
In Gotham Knights, even though you know.
Yeah.
The Batsuit, because it was done by different artists, they just made the look different each time. It's like, well, there's the Batsuit in the movie, and I know there's different styles of doing it, but it should look similar to that as your basis, you know.
But you know what they should have, in my opinion, what they should have done with, I don't know, it's we're gonna go back to the Matrix in a minute. What they should have done with Gotham Knights, they should have done it basically as like. Framed it as like these kids telling their like fairy tales of Spider-Man, of Batman, and you could have got around with all this.
We actually have to get back to the but you just reminded me because in Batman animated series there was a
episode like that
and there also is in Gotham Knights a story where each of the kids are telling, so it's one Batman adventure that's happening. I think he's fighting a robot or something like that. No, I'm not sure exactly, right? He's fighting something. Maybe a Man-Bat, I'm not sure. But each of the kids, they run to the skate park or whatever, and they all telling the story, parts of the story together. And from their perspective, just before they got into the skate park. And each time the Batman's slightly different. Like he's a Batman beast. It's another one where like his winged creature. He's a vampire. He's a robot. He's a mecha. You know, stuff like that. And then he ends up finding whatever it is through into the skate park as well. So that all the kids see him.
Oh, fair enough.
But something like that. I mean, you could have framed it like you were saying, not necessarily kids telling each other stories, but different people telling each other different stories. In different places. Like in terms of someone writing a police report, and then you could have it done this way, you know? And then it's not completely out of sync and style. Unless you have the main structure holding everything together. It's animated one way, and then it goes into these different animations while different styles, different stories. Or you know, from different people's perspectives and stuff. Like that. But anyways, onto the Matrix. So when you were saying that it was influenced by a film before, Now let's just check if we're in sync with the same film that we're thinking of. What were you saying? Because the one I'm thinking of, not a lot of people seem to have seen. So.
The thing is, I can't remember the film, but I know.
Describe it, and then if it's the same one, at least I'll say.
Wait.
Are you talking mood and tone, or just kind of
like the bullet time thing they stole from Blade? I'm gonna say that straight away.
Okay.
The bullet time thing stole from Blade. That one scene when he shoots that Deacon Frost and goes.
Wait, where Deacon Frost is throws the kids in front of the bus, you mean?
Yeah, when he does a hate crime because it's a Chinese kid. I can't remember. Oh, it's gonna annoy me now. I was gonna say Time Cop, but it's not Time
Cop. Oh my goodness, Time Cop.
I can't remember.
You know that, by the way, Time Cop had a sequel.
Yeah, the Berlin incident. Yeah.
Oh, have you seen it?
I saw half of it.
Oh my! You saw half. And it had a TV series, I think, as well.
Yeah, I watched the TV series.
Oh my goodness, you're dedicated. You're dedicated. I'll tell you that.
It's not worth it.
Randomly, while you're still trying to think of that, I'm buying you time. By the way, I'm doing like the old pro wrestling thing, where giving you a breather, and I'm just I'm playing to the crowd right now, right? But I have seen all the Universal Soldiers. We're talking about Universal Soldier 1 with Van Damme, and then Universal Soldier 2 and 3, which don't have Van Damme. Then what's the other one? Universal Soldier Regeneration. No. What's the one with Goldberg?
The Return.
Yeah. And then there's Universal Soldier Regeneration, and then Universal Soldier, the other one with Scott Adkins, when he took over lead as well. Day of Reckoning, I think it was, where Dolph Lundgren came back as well. What was that Regeneration? Can't remember. Anyways, I saw all of them, and I'm like, yeah.
Why would you do that? I only saw Return, and that was it.
Well, even the Return wasn't like good. Like you and the only reason we watched that was for Goldberg, I bet.
Yeah, British pretty much before Goldberg became the person he is now.
But yeah, it's at the point where the crowd is turning on me. So I need you to come back. I need you to tag back in with what you were saying.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember.
Okay.
It kind of copies Ghost in the Shell, but anyway.
Was it Dark City?
Yes.
Yeah. It's got Kiefer Sutherland in it.
Yeah.
And it's got the guy from Crystal Maze, Richard O'Brien.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's no.
Yeah. Dark City, I think, is an underrated. It's not a crime suspense thriller because they're investigating the guy.
Yeah.
With his stairwell, and what it has is he's in a simulation, but it's like aliens, or not necessarily aliens, but people from
different
another dimension.
Yeah.
They're not Earthlings, right?
Yeah.
And they just kind of shift the world during the nighttime.
Yeah.
And then people are different characters, but I think Rufus Sewell, because he was slightly, there was something slightly different with him. They couldn't transition him to the next phase.
Yeah.
He had the tuning power as well. That's what it was.
Oh. I haven't seen it for years. I see it again.
But yes, and they used the sets for the Matrix, the first Matrix. They used after Dark City did the set, then
Matrix copied it.
Matrix used it as well. That's why they're partially similar, because some of them are the exact same sets.
Wow, the Matrix.
I will say though, I think there's a slight influence from The Crow on it as well, but that's because I think you know how it's kind of dark and gothic and stuff like that, but not really. I'd say The Crow more influenced probably Dark City, and Dark City toned it down a little bit, and then the Matrix kind of was influenced from Dark City and toned that down a little bit.
Yeah. So it's a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy.
Yeah. I'm just talking about.
Not like, I don't mean like a copy, but you know what I mean, like influence.
Yeah.
Like it's not like completely copied.
Yeah, because they're completely different style of.
Yeah, because like one's like super sci-fi, like, and then one's super conspiracy theory. Yeah. Oh, but yeah.
So, what did you think of Dark City?
I don't remember it. I just remember bits and pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You should probably go
That's why I was like,
again,
I can't remember. Yeah, I might. I actually will.
It's quite enjoyable. I think you should look for the director's cut though, because it cuts Kiefer Sutherland's narration at the beginning, which gives away the entire. He says I can't remember what those beings are, but it's just telling you exactly what they're doing while the thing's going on in the at the beginning while the city shifting is like.
Oh.
No. That's for stuff we need to find out later on.
Yeah, later on.
Why
are you telling us now?
Know that now.
Yeah.
So find the director's cut and watch that if you rewatch it. But the first Matrix, yes. What did you think of that?
I want to say, I think when did that come out? I would have been 12, 13. Obviously, I didn't see it in the cinema because I wasn't old enough.
Yeah, because it's a 15 rated film, and how could you watch it in cinema?
Yeah. So then, I remember this was one of the first. No, the first Blu-ray I actually had was Blade. This is like the second. This is the first Blu-ray I rented, Matrix. I remember that I had to go on a wait list and everything to get it. And I remember watching it on my PC because my PC had a DVD player.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember sitting there on a Friday night and I was like, wow, this is cool. And when I first watched it, I was like, oh, okay, this is all right. And I went back to school on a Monday and I was talking to other people about it. I was like, oh, you know what? This film's actually pretty dope. And I didn't kind of get it at first, not gonna lie. I was with
By the way,
simpleton.
it's quite funny you say you watch with a bunch of you talk to a bunch of friends which are also 12, 13-year-olds, which
Yeah,
none of them could legally
yeah,
read it
legally see either. Yeah,
either.
so crimes. And yeah, after that I was like, oh no, this one's pretty cool. And then when I started to like think about it more, I was like, oh wow, this is like a super complex plot. Again, I'm 12, 13, so to me this is like the most mind baffling thing ever. But when you think about it now as a 30-year-old man, like it's pretty simple. I mean, it's a pretty simple idea.
You know what? It is surprisingly simple. I just think it's got a couple of layers of stuff
Yeah,
that's going on. It's not
yeah,
like, for example, you're watching Tenet or Inception. It's not that deep. Where you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what is this? What is that? You know?
Yeah, this has meaning to this. This has meaning to that.
Yeah.
No, it's just...
So there is like what I think drew most people to it is because it had the martial arts.
Yes.
Which were that's when they get the actors to actually do it without the stuntmen covering their faces and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they had them practice for months doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. You know, obviously their actors are not stuntmen. I want to say, you want to say most Hong Kong actors or, you know, martial arts actors in China or that part of the world, you know, they're probably stuntmen first and then actors.
I was just about to say that, yeah, stuntman first, actor third.
Yeah, if even that, right?
Exactly.
Because, you know, when was the last time you saw Jackie Chan actually act? And I can't exactly say that Donnie Yen or Jet Li are the best actors in the world either. So.
No.
Screen charisma,
yeah,
fine.
Getting a sentence out, no. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I also wanted the Matrix. I don't think had overly complex action scenes.
No.
However, they were longer take ones, and they were enhanced with CG sort of thing.
Yeah.
Tweaked, you know,
Tweaked,
not like they oh my god, not like in the second Matrix where they just basically wholesale CG some sections, right?
Yeah. It was like more practical, but with a bit of like enhancements to it. Yeah. More believable. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I will say by the we'll try and go through it chronologically, but I will say by the time the second one hits, even because it's in a quote unquote video game world, right? The Matrix is. I think people allow it a bit more. But when we watch Spider-Man 2, for example, and then we see Dr. Octopus taking Mary Jane away in the third act of the film. Yeah. I mean, like, they look like rubber people.
Yeah.
That can't fly. You know, that can't fly, but it's just you accept that then that is supposed to be part of the movie, but at the same time it takes you out of it because the CG is so in
obvious.
Your face.
Yeah.
They couldn't do any better at the time.
No.
But you know, but here, anything that you can see is a bit
off key.
Not so done well. You just be like, you know, video game world.
Yeah.
I think the first Matrix was a bit more practical.
Yep.
Because I think they had the bullet time and stuff like that, which wasn't, I wouldn't say, a CG effect either. They actually rigged the cameras.
To spin around. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I think they just kind of took it a bit more further in number 2. Like,
I think because like the budget was like 2 times more than the first one, isn't it? So we're like, we can use all this stuff now. You're like, okay, do we need to? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I do not know in the first one what Lawrence Fishburne's obsession with Neo being the one is.
Yeah.
You are the one. You are no. Essentially, it's just like, well, yeah, but what if he isn't?
Yeah.
You're so locked in.
In tunnel vision. Like it's got to be him, but what other perspectives? No, him. But what gives you this reason?
What did the Oracle tell you? What you needed to hear? Like, all right, well, you know, but she told you weren't the one. So you know.
Yeah. And that was always a bit of a weird. Like, okay, this random dude is just the one all of a sudden.
Except that because when you rejig his name from Neo, it spells one.
One. Oh, so clever writing. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
I feel like a dick saying that.
Yeah. But even though they should have worked in the THE as well, because it's the one, right?
Yeah.
You're not one. You're the one.
The one.
So you gotta put that together somehow. But they're like,
but no. Could have been the Neo, you know, because you've been.
Yeah.
But no, okay.
What I did think was clever when there was talking about there was the thing where he was waking up. He didn't know if he was in the like he was waking up in the Matrix world the first time around.
Yeah.
Actually, is it is it after they put the where the agents take him and they
Hmm.
put the bug in him and then he wakes up with the
Yeah.
program.
Yeah.
And I think they're saying to him, follow the white rabbit.
Yeah.
And then it's people that are knocking for the, you know, oh yeah, can you get me a pirated game or your hack code or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And he opens the door and then they're like, oh yeah, thanks man, or whatever it is. And then he sees the girl with the tattoo of the white rabbit on it, like Alice in Wonderland. And I'm like, okay,
Sure. Yeah.
that's a neat way of doing that.
Yeah, that's a good way. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah.
What did you think? That they all wearing leather and black and stuff like that.
It was what can I say? An attire of the time. Yeah. I don't know, because the X-Men were wearing that, you know, in the comics and in the films.
Yeah. Well, no, but the X-Men was in 2000, so it's just slightly after. Though I do think, like you saying, they got influence from the X-Men. They're like, you know what, the standard colors of the X-Men costumes are too outlandish.
Yeah.
We should just go
give it all black. Yeah.
Yeah, and then 25 years later, when you see the red and yellow, blue and yellow Wolverine costume, you're like, you know, that actually could have worked. So.
Yeah. Like, huh. But not in the 2000s, not late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know if it'll work because it look all weird, like the Justice League TV show. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, I think that depends on the textured material and how they make it and stuff like that. Because you can do it in a certain style and it'll be fine, and then other ways, sometimes you like, if you're too faithful to the comic adaptation of the costume, then it can look a bit funny.
Yeah, because I feel like at that point, I don't think it could have worked. Say like mid 2000s, you know, like when you had Fantastic Four and stuff. I reckon it could have worked then, because they made the Fantastic Four costume look quite decent, so it could have worked.
Oh, are you talking about, by the way, Fantastic Four from 2005?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Not before. Yeah, exactly. Like
no, yeah, and then one afterwards as well. It's not 2015 Fantastic Four costumes weren't great either. So
we don't talk about that. But
actually, I will mention that later on as well.
Yeah.
There's relevance.
To
but
this.
Yeah. So so when you watched it had that green hue on it, right?
Yeah.
The film, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think they were saying in later editions they remove it, and I'm like, no, but that's the green tint is part of the green coding.
Yeah, the real world. Yeah.
And you're like, all right, you know.
That's like when it went. So when it went to the real world, it didn't have that, so it made sense.
Yeah. I think it was a bit paler. Yeah.
Huh. But what did you think of?
I think.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, and they removed it for some odd reason. I think it's probably whoever was doing the upscale.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was meant to be like that, but then, like you say, when it goes from the video game world to the real world, there is a difference.
Yeah.
Maybe that guy just thought, or the lady, whoever's doing it.
Yeah, it's like, maybe
it's meant
to
be consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
though, by the way, I'm gonna just drop a little bit of knowledge or something else at you, but
drop a bomb.
In Memento, you see Memento, right?
Yes.
So the beginning of it was meant to it was reversed.
Yeah.
And that's where they filmed it. And then the editor didn't realize it, so then they played it the other way to make it correct. Yeah. And then Nolan had to go and take it and reverse it again.
Wow.
Because that's how it's meant to be.
I'd be so annoyed.
Yeah.
But then you can't blame the guy anyway, can you? Really?
Yeah, exactly. Because he thought it was meant to be that way.
Yeah. Oh. I was gonna say, what did you think of the story of the Matrix, the first one, before they added all the weird stuff later on?
Yeah. I think of the slick sci-fi.
Yeah.
You know, if it didn't have the sequel or anything else afterwards, and a nice, neat story by itself, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You'd have been okay with that.
Yeah. Wasn't over complicated. Like we said, it's not overly complicated. It's quite.
It built the world. It added threats both in the real world and out of the real world.
Yeah.
Like, and then how different things were when you're outside the chamber and the pod.
Yeah.
Versus when you're in there. Yeah. And then. There's other bits and pieces, right? But it's like, oh yeah, you know what? The whole is good.
Yeah. Like the revelation when you find out, oh, there's more to this but meets the eye, then they go into the real world and stuff. And like, oh wow, this real world's crap.
When they were saying like how they bombed tried to bomb the machines and blacken the skies out for electricity, which then caused the machines to grab the people and start making battery pods out of them. And then you're like, Okay, that's sci-fi fantasy. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't know how much energy you get out of a person, but what
Yeah.
you know.
Well, hey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
human battery farming. What? Yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
know,
a
it's part
scientist.
of the world.
It
Look,
could work.
we accept the world where like people from outer space, like Kryptonians, exist.
Yeah.
I can accept the world
Being a
where
human battery.
robots process, the energy of people to create whatever,
to create
electricity or whatever it is.
energy. Yeah. Um. Before we go into the second one, then, what was your favorite part of the first Matrix?
You know what? The ones I remember, the parts that I've seen the most again and again, is the dojo fight.
Yeah.
Which is cool because Keanu's changing styles, fighting styles during the fight.
Yeah.
And then he can't get he's throwing all these punches and he's not able to touch Morpheus.
Yeah.
Right. And then at the end, Morpheus is like, because Keanu's breathing hard, and Morpheus is like, "Do you think that's air you're breathing?"
Yeah.
And then it's like, then he stops panting and starts. I want to say stop breathing.
Yeah.
But he just like normalized, and he's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, I thought it was cool. Oh yeah.
But there was the build before it as well, where they're like, "Oh, he's the one" and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then he tries to do the building jump, and then he just kind of falls into the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so there was enough build where it's like, is he or isn't he? You don't actually know.
Yeah.
100% for sure. And then at the end where he's fighting the agents and does the bullet time, that's the payoff.
Yeah.
Where he is the one. And then he gets shot.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay.
Maybe not.
You know, they kind of, yeah. They pulled the rug from underneath you there for a second, you know?
Oh, that was hilarious. I think
how he faced off the agent because he decided, you know what?
Yeah.
Maybe I am the one. I'm gonna fight him myself, right? But then he had to kind of get the train to run the agent over.
Yeah.
You know, my name is Neo, and then he jumps into the sky, like the guy has him in a Kokia clutch.
Yeah.
And he jumps into the essentially the roof of the tunnel, and then he backflips onto the platform while the agent gets run over by the train. And then when he starts to run out of the tunnel, all of a sudden the train stops, right? And then an agent steps out of because they take over people.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And he's like, "F that."
Ah.
And then when he runs and he finally gets there, there's 3 agents, and he's like,
My life sucks.
Yeah. And by that point, though, when he resurrects himself from being shot, he just takes someone like their jabronis.
Yeah.
With his one hand. Yeah.
Yeah. Jabronis. And yeah, I like that part. Like, this will sound really weird. Like, my favorite part of the film. You know when Cypher basically says that he's betrayed them?
Yeah.
And they're in that little building. Oh, this is... Now, Mouse dies after this, isn't it?
Yeah. So, is it after this?
No, Mouse dies before this. Yeah. He does before this. And then...
only one, by the way, that's in white for some reason.
Yeah. And then I like the bit when he's like telling him, like, hero monologue, he's villain monologue, like, I always...
Yeah.
And then he goes to kill... Oh, what's her name? The blonde woman. And she goes, oh, not like this. And then he pulls the plug out of her head and he's just... For some reason, that whole bit is my favorite part.
Isn't she Mouse?
No, Mouse is the young dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what her name was. I used to know it. Yeah.
She's the only one with the blonde dye job.
Yeah.
So the
not
black
like
blonde
this.
dye job, by the way. And then she's dressed in white to match her outfit. So yeah.
And then Tank kills him. And then is it Tank? Tank's his brother, right?
Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah. Tank's the big guy.
Yeah.
He got electrocuted.
Yeah. Well, the younger one. He dies. Yeah. I mean, not dies. He shoots Cypher, and then he's never seen of again. But yeah, that's for some reason that's like my favorite part. And then when Neo, you gone?
You gone?
I was gonna say when Neo jumps through Smith. Hold on.
Jumps through him. Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen this film called Butterfly and Sword, right?
Nope.
Okay, it's got Tony Leung and Maggie Chung, I think.
Oh, okay.
And Donnie Yen is the eunuch.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is by the back in the days martial arts film. I mean, it's supposed to take place in the 18th century or something like that.
Yeah.
They're doing the sword. Donnie Yen is sword fighting them both of them, right?
Yeah.
And then they both do a double charge at him.
Okay.
with their swords, yeah.
Yeah.
And they basically go, like you say, yeah. This
Yeah.
is not a sci-fi action fantasy film like you're
No.
talking about just now, where Neo dives into the Agent Smith and possesses him and then bursts her. Right?
Yeah.
No, they go through. They go to charge at Donnie Yen, and he bursts through the other side of Donnie Yen. You're like, what?
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Sure.
you know.
You didn't build to this, but okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're both like this. They're both like this.
Yeah.
Side by side, right? Like that. And they've gone through another man. He should have just literally
Exploded in it, yeah, like an anime or a mech suit would do, yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
But that's that. Yeah. So people say about the plot hole of when was it Cypher? Yeah. He went into Matrix. He was saying in the beginning, and then he was talking to the agents about how he's eating the steak and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think necessarily that's a plot hole. That just happened on a day while everyone else is in the Matrix as well.
Yeah.
But like they don't show exactly every single time every single people in the Matrix. It just be happening in the Matrix that was away from those people and a mission on a different day, whatever. You know what I mean? It could have just happened at any point within the film. We're only showing key points at the film. The film doesn't also take place in real time either.
No, so that could happen anytime.
So, so it could have been just like, say, the third day, for example, where people went into the Matrix to do whatever they need to do. Yeah. And he went and met the agents,
But the only thing I'll say about that,
they're saying, how can he get plugged in?
Yeah.
And plugged out without, and do go to that meeting without,
See, the plugging in and plugging out thing, I'm not really. It doesn't. It is what it is. But it's the whole. Don't the operators, right?
Yeah.
Kind of watch where you're going and stuff.
When you see the screen down in front of the operators.
Yeah.
And it's all code and stuff like that. So I don't think necessarily they see everything.
Okay.
Well, we're only as the viewer can see what they see on their screen.
Yeah.
We assume obviously what they're seeing on their screen is exactly what they're seeing, not like there's something that the screen is showing us. But the operator, if they had different like a pair of glasses that shows something through them. But so I don't think that all the time they can see everything that's going on.
Okay, that makes sense. But even if they could,
I say that, but you know how it is. Sometimes they just.
But even if they could, right? Like, I'm pretty sure the Matrix itself could rewrite the code so they couldn't see them doing that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that might make more sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Not plot holding.
Though, like you were saying just now, we do see when in the practice dojo.
Yeah.
Everyone watching Neo and Morpheus fighting. So maybe it's sometimes. Well, the thing is, I guess when you got 10 people in the Matrix there and you're the operators, you're not gonna be watching all 10 of them at the same time.
No. Unless they're all together. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Because you choose the specific ones you are going to watch at any particular time. I don't. It's like if you're a security guard in a building. Yeah. And you have to watch all the cameras. You're going to be clicking every single camera. Yeah. And then the least important camera. Yeah. AKA Cypher. You're not going to watch him.
Yeah.
Like jabroni. What?
He's a jabroni. We don't care for him. Yeah.
Yeah. Look. We got Neo to watch. We got Trinity to watch. We got
key figures.
Morpheus to watch. This guy. Forget him, man.
Yeah. Forget this chump. But then that was their downfall. Yeah.
Which is probably why then he ran off to the agents,
Yeah, like, they give me no love. Yeah, well.
Yeah. But like you say, like I was saying before, there's the obsession with the one, and then it's like, oh yeah, Trinity in love with the one as well. I'm like, oh yeah, but some of these things I was like, oh, it's quite inventive for its time, right? And then some of the other things which were like, yeah, this is brick we're gonna smack you over the head with because
because subtlety is not
like in Man of Steel, where it's like, yeah, Superman is Jesus, essentially, but not really.
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, but you got Jesus allegory a bit too much here. We don't need to,
Yeah. It's a bit, we get it. He's Superman. You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. But yeah. So that's the Matrix one. I like that. I feel like I can rewatch over and over because it's a nice sci-fi film. The Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Reloaded. Yeah, what's your opinion on that?
This is probably my favorite out of the 3 original films.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it does a lot. In a good way and a bad way.
Okay.
Like, I like how it kind of built the world a bit more, and it has like real. They added more stakes into it. You know, we actually see outside of the Matrix for more than like 2 minutes, and not just in the spaceship like in the first one. Well, sorry, not spaceship, the Earth ship, because they don't go into space. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked. They kind of developed Neo a bit more. He's not just like generic, hey, he's Jesus sort of thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he has like a purpose in a way. And they build a relationship between him and Trinity, and then even giving Morpheus more, and like making him actually just not like some weird zealot that's just obsessed with the bald white man.
The prophecy, right?
Yeah, the prophecy. And yeah, and I like how they made Smith into like a rogue. You know what I mean? I was like, I hate both these things. I'm just gonna destroy the world. And I like that. He's kind of like the Joker element to it. Yeah.
Yeah. The wild card, right?
Yeah. I was like, okay.
So cool. I mean, you had the agents trying to eliminate the humans, right? And then you have Smith in there and being like, "I'll do whatever I want. I'm outside of the Matrix now. You know, I'm a whole new ball game.
I'm above this." Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do like number 2, but only because of the action in it, because it's really good.
Yeah. And the keymaker. Yeah. Sorry.
If I look at number 2 as an action film, that's fine, because in an action film you don't need the tightest plot in the world, right?
Yeah.
I did like how as well. Number 2 covered a bit more ground by expanding, like you say, the world, right?
Yeah.
Where you have stuff that people talk about, like in the sci-fi fantasy world, like the Yeti or the werewolves or ghosts and specters and wraiths and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
They're Matrix glitches.
Yeah.
They're glitched out programs.
Yeah, which is cool.
Then they fight those twins, which are phantoms.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's a good way. That's a good way of incorporating that in the world, even though we never see any of those things.
No.
You know.
Yeah.
And they didn't actually say the Yeti and Bigfoot and all that stuff, but they were mentioning, you know.
Yeah, because in the game, Enter the Matrix.
Well, you played the game?
Yeah, I played both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
They can't explain it as well, because you fight vampires in one of. I can't remember if it's Enter the Matrix or part of Neo, and it's like, oh yeah, they're vampires because they're a glitch, like you said, a glitch. Oh, that's a pretty cool way of kind of making it make sense.
Were the games any good, by the way?
I'm gonna be honest. The Path of Neo was good.
Mm-hmm.
Enter the Matrix is kind of good, but looking back at it now, it's jank. It's a cash in, which they actually spent money and time in, but it's still a cash in.
Yeah. They were saying when they were promoting the movies, that those 2 video games bridged the first Matrix and the second Matrix.
Yeah, and Enter the Matrix does it bridges it, because you do bits with Ghost and Niobe, which some parts as well are happening during Matrix Revolution, so that's pretty cool. And then Path of Neo, because that came out after both of them, but after Revolution and Reloaded.
Yeah.
So it kind of like ties in stuff in there and makes sense of certain things. Yeah. But
you don't really need to play the games to get anything.
Nah.
Nah. Okay. They're just trying to shield the game a bit more, so
basically,
it, right?
Yeah, basically, and I bought both of them.
Yeah. I did like the scene where he fights Cypher.
Mm.
No, not Cypher. What's his name? The guy Jet Li, Colin Chell's character.
Yeah. Oh, what was his name? I want to say Sensei, but it's not, because that'd be so stupid and racist.
Yeah. The guy, I think it was meant to be Jet Li before.
Yeah, it was, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he said I don't know, for some reason he decided he didn't want to do it. But I'm like, at this point, you know, if Keanu has a fist fight with Jet Li, I could get it. You know, like the man puts work in his what you call it, in his fisticuffs, you know. Yeah. And he's been doing a lot of martial arts film now, so you can buy him.
Yeah.
As an action star, even though I think he started a bit, a bit
late.
Didn't start with any martial arts abilities.
Yeah. But it was trying to think. Obviously, everyone goes on about the fight, the Neo versus 100 Smiths. That was cool then.
Yeah.
But like 3 years after it came out, like, this looks weird.
Yeah, you know what? As well, I don't know if you watched behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's spotted. Yeah. For me, it's
they had the stuntmen all dressed up as Hugo Weaving.
Yeah.
And they had like Hugo Weaving hairstyles, and like, I think some of them had the masks as well.
Yeah.
Hugo Weaving face masks.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then they just had to tidy up with CG.
Yeah.
But it's then when it goes into proper CG people.
Yeah. Rubber chickens. Yeah. You're like, this is.
So I did like it. For some reason, they talk to the Oracle in the playground. The Oracle leaves.
Yeah.
Right? And then the Smiths come in, and then they're like, "Yeah, this is a massive, like it's an empty area. We're just gonna have a fight."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then also Neo flying was awesome, but that fight scene's weird. Yeah.
I like it when it's the more practical side.
Yeah, same here.
And I do like it where they would. So Neo's in the center, and the Smiths are surrounding him like a hurricane and a typhoon because they keep on rotating in the direction.
Yeah.
And then there was one scene where I was actually kind of funny, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, but not really,
Yeah.
Where he kicks I think a Smith's legs, so then he kind of sideways, then he punches him and he knocks right through a whole bunch of other Smiths.
Yeah.
And then you have the bowling ball sound effect.
Yeah.
Where he's hitting pins, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Right, okay.
I get it, but this film's going to be serious. But okay, sure, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What else? The new kind of characters they introduced, I like them as well. Like that sex perv. Oh, what's the French dude?
Oh, the Merovingian.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, she wasn't kissing you on your lips. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Really?
I like that. That was Monica Bellucci was like, I've had enough of my cheating husband, essentially.
Yeah, my cheating software husband. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they are, isn't it? Yeah.
And then he was talking about, like you're saying, speaks French, and he's like, oh, it's like wiping your ass with silk, and I'm like, wow, this guy is all right,
it's a douche.
You know, whatever's coming to you, you're gonna get it, and you deserve it.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. And who else? And him, he's the twins. They were cool. That whole highway fight was pretty dope. Yeah. Yeah. There's one bit, even to this day, it still just feels weird to me. Just before I say the final battle, before they go to do the heist bit, right? And then the other ship, everyone dies on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that to me feels like that's a weird. I don't know. It just felt weird to me how it all happened. Like the guy slipped and somehow just randomly the stairway he was walking on breaks and he falls and stabbed, and then other people die. Yeah, it just felt weird. Like that's a weird. I don't know.
It's for the stakes. It's one of it. Sometimes in movies, right?
Yeah.
It's done for the sake of the audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess in this well, sometimes if things go well, then there's not going to be any tension. But it's not like have you seen the film Now You See Me? You've seen those films?
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
Right. So Mark Ruffalo.
Okay. Yeah.
So in that film, they were magicians, the Four Horsemen, right?
Yeah.
Then Mark Ruffalo is with the FBI trying to chase them down for whatever reason. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And then it turns out Mark Ruffalo actually is the Fifth Horseman.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, but all those times that you were trying to capture them and all those times you were being, like...
Yeah.
Who was that for?
Yeah.
The people, like, the audience literally watching the film. It's not for anyone else.
Who else is this for? Yeah, it's very, very weird, long-winded and convoluted. All right, sure.
Yeah. It's more to trick the people. It's not one of those things. Have you ever watched the BBC program Hustle?
Yeah, I remember it, but I didn't really watch it. Yeah.
So it's like con men and tricksters, yeah?
Yeah.
And what they like to do is edit in such a way that there's parts of, like, say, I'm telling you the plan, yeah? This is what we're going to execute the plan. And then midway through, and then the scene ends.
Yeah.
And then we start executing the plan.
Yeah.
And then when it looks like something's gone wrong...
You see it cut in a bit, Yeah.
Of the rest of the conversation that I had with you.
Yeah.
To the contingency for this, and it's just like, but
why?
Why? I know you put it in that way to make it so
for suspense and stuff. Yeah, I get it. But
at the same time, it's like you already had your plan from the very beginning. It's just like why was it done in that way?
Yeah.
edit in such a way only to make the audience think, in a different direction.
Yeah, it's never made. Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we're smarter than you, but we're not really. The characters aren't smarter than me because that's not how you make them.
No.
It's that it's now you editors or writers in the real world trying to play tricks with me who's watching it.
Why? Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, that scene always like, that's a weird convenience. Yeah. So they couldn't help you do the final plan bit. All right, sure, whatever.
Well, that's how it is. What did like you were saying, Morpheus at the very beginning of Matrix Reloaded. Hear me, Zion! Like he's a preacher.
And you know what? Watching that, even though I was like, he has no mic or anything. So how are those thousands of people in this cave going to hear him?
The acoustics. That's all I'm saying. Right?
Yeah.
You don't know about the how many what's it called, the material of the reverberations of the cave.
True.
No.
Yeah. I was like, okay. And
maybe it's just that loud.
maybe he's had practice. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then it kind of reminds me of the scene in The Warriors when Cyrus is, again, another reference. He shouts out, "Can you dig it?" And there's like loads of people, but yet they can still hear him. So yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. By the way, if I hadn't seen The Warriors, I wouldn't get what Booker T, like,
Can you dig it?
When he came, when he came to the WWE, his reboot gimmick was because he couldn't say "Don't hit the player, hit the game," right? Because Triple H the game.
Yeah.
And they start giving him like, "Can you dig it,
sucker?" Yeah.
And I was like, all right, from The Warriors, okay.
Yeah, sure. All right. Big fan. And then
did you, by the way, randomly, because I don't think we're gonna. When's the next time we're gonna speak about The Warriors? Did you play the game? The PlayStation 2 game.
I played the game before I saw the film. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, random.
The game is actually really good.
The game's awesome. I enjoyed it. It's one of the best games of all time.
Yeah, and you know what as well? It's like a whole 90% of the story takes place before the actual movie.
Yeah.
And then you got to play through the movie at the last section as well.
I like how they like built the backstory. You're like, oh, I wouldn't have known that if I've never played the game. Like Turnbull and ACs and stuff.
Yeah, because I think some of the gangs and some of the people were underdeveloped. So
so like, hey,
like why the But onto the
Matrix.
Matrix Reloaded.
Reloaded.
The highway fight was cool. The agents, I don't know if they were, like, you would say they're depowered just for.
Yeah, I was thinking that just for this, isn't it?
Yeah, or will you say the humans are powered up slightly so they can take on agents, because they're no longer the big threat that they were in the first one.
Yeah.
And
because they got
you've got to adjust the power levels.
Yeah.
Not like, for example, in Fast and Furious, where only Vin Diesel's power level goes up and everyone else
just stays plateaued at some point.
Well, they're more gradual.
Yeah.
He power boosts while everyone just does it.
Their power goes up in real time, right? Like real life. And his one is just like, every movie I got 10 levels, but based on what? Yeah, I mean, it's that sort of XP boost. Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I accept that they can fight the agents a bit more well as well, just because everyone else is in, like, how. That's how the training of the movie goes, you know. You just accept it.
Yeah, he's like,
even though they still can't fight them, they can tangle with them. Can they win? Well, it's more a little bit of trickery, because he got the agent knocked off the truck.
Yeah.
That one.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was a bit of luck as well, because he got the sword that he stuck in the side of the truck. He used later on.
Yeah. Convenient.
And then he got knocked off it.
Yeah.
But he landed on the car, and then he jumped back off.
Yeah, and that's another moment where Morpheus did his "I believe in you, Jesus, to come save me." Yeah, moment.
From halfway across the world, right?
Yeah, he did that somehow.
And you notice as well, they were saying, when Neo first flew off, and I think that after the Agent Smith fight, and then the geezer who was the operator was like, they're like, oh, what's he doing? He's doing the Superman thing.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The law of Superman managed to survive through the Matrix. So
sure, I guess. But to be fair though, the Matrix,
thousands of years into the future at this point. But
we don't know. Okay, sure. Yeah, all right.
And then, funny enough, Superman at the time, because it was Smallville, think it was 2003. So when season 9 happened in 2010 or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's when he was wearing his Matrix suit.
Yeah. The long trench coat. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there was another thing I found hilarious in this film. You know when is it this one or the second one? No, it's the third. It's the third one. It's the third one. It's the third one. When Agent Smith goes to see Oracle. Yeah. That's yeah. Never mind the third one. Yeah, and this is the last one where they had Oracle from the first one.
Yeah.
She dies in between 2 and 3, and in real life. Yeah.
And I like how they just basically said, oh yeah, she went to escape into another program.
Yeah. So she changed.
Oh, she changed her look for whatever her visage. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, cool. Good way of writing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Changing it.
Why not? Why not? These things can. You know what? I'm not even 100. The architect at the very end. It's like it's condescending tone. He's just using big words for the sake of using big words. Or whatever it is. It's just like, right, okay.
Okay. You literally just read a dictionary.
You can answer a question.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna lawyer answer it. By not answering it.
Oh, that was a weird reveal. Trying to think what else.
You would, by the way, recommend people watch number 2?
Yeah, man. Yeah, number 2's awesome.
Yeah, you just said because you earlier.
It's my favorite one.
Best. What makes number 2, by the way? So, what's your ranking of the films?
2, 1, 3.
Yeah, and then 4 at the end because even though you haven't watched
seen it, but yeah,
4 will be at the end.
yeah. So I've heard. Yeah. This is one of rare times I believe people when they say it's bad.
I will say I would have it in release order, depending. Actually, if you're saying, "Oh, let's watch a good action film," maybe I'll say, "Oh, let's watch Matrix Reloaded." But I'd probably have it mostly in release order.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, what makes number 2 better than number 1 for you?
More happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is that because they already set the world?
Yeah, because they already set the world up, so they can sort of play around with it. Number 1's a good world setter, but I wouldn't just randomly throw on number 1 out of nowhere. You know what? I can watch this because then I kind of have to pay attention. Number 2, because there's so much happening and there's world building, but then you don't really need to pay that much attention to it.
Yeah, so, well, there's a lot of action that happens in between everything. It's like there's story, but then there's mainly action.
Yeah.
In between the story, whereas usually in the film, a story and then the action happens because of it.
Yeah.
It's funny enough. It's a bit like Blade 1 and 2. Where Blade 1 has more of a story, and number 2 is just like, well, a lot more action.
Yes, basically, yeah. Yes, that is basically it. And yeah, just I don't know, it doesn't feel like there's too much stakes in number 2 as well. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's true. I will say some of the stuff that was developed in number 2 don't come back for number 3, which is like why.
Yeah, like why did you set that up?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you had new ideas then. You can expand upon it, but you just
don't.
I don't know. There's a story you wanted to tell, but okay, number 3, yeah, Matrix Revolutions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I both are finding it not that particularly good.
No.
Or would you say it's a disappointing follow-up to number 2? Because number 2 I like, but it's one of those things where you need number 3 to wrap up a lot of things.
Yeah. I feel like it kind of, the first 2 films kind of built to something really, really huge. And then number 3 had the task of trying to wrap that all up. And realistically, in the amount of time they had, my personal opinion, they couldn't. So it's like
yeah.
We'll kind of rush.
Do you reckon they should have cut some action out of number 2, put it in number 3, and then you could have put more story in number 2 that led on to be followed?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, and then in number 3, I think in number 2 as well. In number 3, they throw more humans into it, like that kid who's from the Animatrix and the Samoan dude. And that stuff.
They didn't pass the test either. Or not the test, the military exam as well.
Yeah, and all that stuff. And then you're meant to care about him. Then he gets like killed and stuff. And like, but I haven't known you enough to care.
Yeah, but exactly. Like you say, you're meant to care about him. It's like you're beefing with the kid all the time as much as you can. I don't even know. Like, how do we?
Yeah, how am I meant to take this? Yeah.
How much it sympathize with you at the end when you reveal actually I was the dropout too, and it's like
oh, okay.
So you
it's like thumbs up. Okay.
The kid's got almost the exact same route as you, and you're beefing with him because
that's another thing about 2 and 3, I was instantly like, oh, that's kind of anticlimactic. All right, you know, end of 2, right, where the Keymaker gets him in to see the architect or whatever, they talk and that stuff, and then the twist is that Smith is in the real world and he's taking control of that Agent Bane and stuff like that. And then
And by the way, the only reason we remember him being Bane is because we know Batman, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then after Neo has that encounter with him, with the architect, he comes out in the real world and is able to stop the Sentinels, and he goes to the coma. And you're like, oh, cool, that's a cool thing to do. And then number 3, Lidge says, oh yeah, he's in sort of purgatory, so we need to go and get him. So we're not going to explain anything to do with him being able to shoot lightning out of his hands in real life? Nope. Okay, cool. All right. And yeah, and then that weird fight with Smith and Neo in the real world.
Yeah. Which, by the way, I do accept because they do not have their programmed martial arts abilities.
Yeah,
so
but then Neo again was able to stop things. I mean, it's just where it's like you established that he has some of his powers, but then he doesn't have these powers, but he can just wipe the floor with this guy. Okay, sure, whatever. But then I did like.
By the way, I did the actor playing Bane did a really good Agent Smith impression. I will say that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
And I think that's why they hired him.
Yeah, that was very good. But I did like the beginning when Neo's sitting on that bench, he's like in purgatory, and he starts running, and then he comes back around, and he's with that kid.
Yeah. There's the train man, right?
Yeah, I like, that's pretty cool, I guess. And then
he goes down here, I'm God.
Yeah,
something like that.
Well, okay. Didn't know robots believe in God. Well, okay, not robots. AI believes in God, but okay, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And then the whole Trinity's like, I need to go to the underworld or whatever to get Neo back because I love him. Okay, sure. And then it goes into like some weird Blade Trinity, some Blade like tribute thing where they go to that weird bar where everyone's wearing leather, and there's like all this stuff's like, I don't know if this film knows where it's going because I'm confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would think, by the way, because it was filmed back to back. So
yeah.
You would have a lead on from one to the other. And they were released in the same year. So how can you have anything go not smoothly across? But somehow they did it.
Yeah. Okay. I understand if it's like a 2-year gap between the films, I can understand it. But no, you literally was filming these films at the same time.
You know what? If they had a decent gap between the films, maybe they could have tidied up some stuff as well. You think it depends on which way. But you would so you would go to the studio saying, I want to film these 2 films back there. Here's the script for that's like part 1, and here's the script for part 2, and they link on. Done, right?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't expect them to say you need to. If I wanted to film that one film, and they'll be like, okay, there might be plot holes or cliffhangers, or whatever. When 2 years later, when we fine tune the script for the next part, we'll fix all of that.
No.
So, but no, this one is just like, we jam them together, and we still can't even write ourselves out.
Yeah. Oh, okay, sure. And then that weird like subplot trying to make that kid kind of important, but then it doesn't come back to anything. Yeah, it's just
go away. You're eating up screen time for the main characters. Go away.
Like if it led to something, I'm like, oh yeah, cool. That's a nice little way of, but doesn't lead to anything really. So it's like
the thing is as well. They had the characters like Sarah, which is what
that's it. Yeah, Sarah
was the bodyguard for the Oracle. They had the Merovingian. They had the train geezer. Like they were talking about the ones before, right?
Yeah.
So you could have they could have been relevant somehow, you know?
Yeah.
Because they seem to be particular characters that lead to something.
Yeah.
Or they could have just been ordinary characters in the Matrix as well. But it's just like, you know, you could, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you could have just done some, you know, because it's not the first time that the Matrix world has been rebooted or whatever, you know?
And they mentioned that. I was like, oh, that's a cool concept to mention it. It only sort of comes back near the end, I guess. Yeah.
You would have thought, by the way, maybe all the previous ones take refuge in the Merovingian shower or something like that. And they're not, you can even argue some of the ones that previously did the program, then the program upgraded itself. So then some of the iterations aren't as powerful as Neo. That way you could still have him as the key, you know, the number one.
Yeah. But no. And then, like, there's aspects of number 3 I do like how they set up, like, Smith's the big bad, like even the Matrix is scared of him, sort of thing. I like how they introduce all that.
And then I did like how he just instead of turning people into Smiths so they can fight Neo, just like, I'm just gonna take over the world like a virus.
Yeah, that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. And so when they face off in the rain at the end, right?
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of Smiths lining the city.
Yeah.
And then there's that the one major Smith who had absorbed the Oracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, yeah. I thought it was gonna be like essentially God fighting thousands of humans, right?
Yeah.
But no, they went the other route. They're just like, no, I'm just as powerful as you, and we're gonna we're gonna use fisticuffs to resolve the how we're gonna
beef, yeah,
whatever the world, yeah.
Oh,
okay,
sure. And I did. That's the bit like that's the bit I was talking about when he meets the Oracle and then he throws his finger on the floor. And goes, see, you saw that I was gonna do that. It's just that like that moment he goes like all crazy, like yeah. I was like, this is hilarious. What? Oh, and how you got to the Oracle is quite scary because like if I remember correctly, you see the lights in the hallway start going out and that stuff. Yeah, that was quite. It's like, hello, mother. Oh, you are kind of my mother. I don't know what I am anymore, and blah blah. Blah. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay. I kind of get what you're talking about. Oh man.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say like 1 you could watch by itself. 2 you could watch by itself, even though it ends in a cliffhanger, right?
Yeah.
3 kind of I don't know if I'd watch it in itself, even though it's the like you would have thought because it's the conclusion of the entire trilogy. It would have its own ending, and be conclusive. But I think it's like I don't know. It's something that is 3 kind of. I think you have to watch the other 2 to.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't just jump right into it.
No, because there's so much like going on. Like, wait, what is this? Like Zion's falling. What's Zion? I don't know. And
yeah.
Again, people dying and people believing in half Hawaiian Jesus. You know, it's just
Yeah.
It's a great.
Yeah. And you in number 2 was it that Trinity dies and Keanu reaches into her heart and gets to beat again?
Is it in 2? Was it at the beginning of? Yeah, it's 2 minutes. Yeah, where he gets it beaten again, and then what was the point of that? Because she dies.
And then she actually dies in number 3.
Yeah, she gets shanked, doesn't she, by a piece of the ship? Yeah, that's when they're flying towards command center of the robots, and then they're shooting the Sentinels and. Neo's using his one vision to see the go to the left, to the right.
I have to say, I do like when it's a fight with Smith.
Yeah.
Smith, like gets the electrical coils, whatever it is, and burns Keanu's eyes, right?
Yeah.
And then he feels he has the upper hand while Keanu's selling his eyes.
Yeah.
Pro wrestling selling his eyes. Because turns out
he
doesn't need his eyes to see. Yeah. He can see Matrix code
in real life. Okay.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, but like you say as well, Smith then does his Bond villain monologue. He's like, "Yeah, I've got you. I'm gonna taunt you from over here instead of finishing the job and stuff like that." Right, and then he gets done himself. So.
Yeah, he gets head cut off or whatever it is, and then that's another time. So he does use these one powers a bit when they're flying towards those things. He goes, "I can stop them," and then he does the
yeah.
And then he cuts out because he's not that great at it. And he had least
Not in the real world, anyway.
No, not in the real world, which makes sense. Yeah. You know what? It's not actually that bad when I think about Revel.
No, but then I think it's at the end of that one. That's when Oracle and
the architect
are having a conversation at the end about
about restarting the world, basically, innit?
Yeah. So you think, all right, okay, I don't mind. Like a cliffhanger, something like that, because it might not happen, later on, stuff like that. Because number 2 had a bigger cliffhanger ending, so where did he end up in the train tunnel, whatever?
Yeah. Oh, and Neo dies. Yeah, I forgot to say that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I would say it's more conclusive. Number 3.
Yeah, it's more conclusive.
Even though you know how it is, you just throw a bit more money at these people, a lot more money, in fact, and then you get number 4.
Yeah.
What did you hear about Matrix Resurrections?
And
then I'll tell you about it as well.
When I first saw it was coming out, I was like, okay, 20 years later, I guess, sure. And then when I saw Lawrence Fishburne wasn't in it, I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, this doesn't seem good. And then I just heard
Hugo Weaving is also not in it.
Yeah, but Hugo Weaving's a bit he's a bit smart with his choices with films nowadays.
I will say Hugo Weaving, from what it seems to me, sometimes he'll take big blockbuster money.
Yeah.
And then sometimes he's like, you know what, I'm I'm more artistic than this particular blockbuster. I won't take that box.
Yeah.
You know, they can throw money at me, but I'm like, he took the money to be the voice of Megatron, right?
Yeah.
And he took the money to be Red Skull, and then he's like,
Yeah,
you know
didn't like it that much. Yeah. Even though I thought he was really good at Red Skull. But anyways, and Megatron actually was good at Megatron. Not really. You couldn't even tell the difference. But yeah. So when I knew they weren't coming, like, oh, this is a bit weird. And then, cause Keanu Reeves just basically like, from what I saw the pictures stuff, he was just looking like John Wick. I was like, I don't feel like they care about this film, really, do they? And then, lo and behold, I heard that it's not that great.
Would you be tempted to watch it?
Yeah, I've been tempted to watch it. I think I actually have it on Blu-ray. Well, I've never actually watched it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you more information on it, right?
Yeah, give me. Try and sell it to me.
You know how like Fantastic Four 2015?
Yeah.
Right, I was gonna go watch that film in cinema because I heard it was a train wreck, right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't because it was that much. It wasn't a train wreck that was bad. It was just, I mean, that was good, entertaining bad. It was just a train wreck. That was kind of like.
Yeah. It was. You know, yeah.
Kind of the same with this. It's a bit of a that similar vibe where you're like, I'm curious to watch it because I'm hearing so many bad things about it.
Yeah.
It's actually, it's a big troll job. That's what I think of it as, yeah. Because he's in the Matrix.
Yeah.
And the story is that he's written a game about the Matrix, his visions of the Matrix, right? But then it's like the Wachowskis telling you that we've sold out. The game world, all the stuff they talk about, Keanu saying to whoever about the world of the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like his dialogue is voicing their opinion of what the big money corporations gave them money to do, but they're just pumping out stuff lifelessly.
Yeah.
They want to. The franchise is dead. Yeah. And they want to continue it to make more money. I'm like, wow, you guys, man.
Wow.
You guys got balls, man. Like they're paying you money, and you're like, F you guys in your face. And you know, these people put out the film afterwards. They're like, oh yeah, nice one.
You know how I have mixed feelings about that. It's like, okay, you're more of a sellout for agreeing to do it then. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're in a way to me.
No one holds the high ground here.
Yeah, you're worse than Warner Brothers, really, because.
Well, I think in this case they would have done it with or without them anyway.
Yeah, I would have just done it. Yeah,
to them it's just like, well, if someone's getting paid to do it, I might as well take the money for it. You know?
Yeah, but then you can't really do your anti-capitalism message, even though capitalism is paying you to do. You know what I mean? It's that weird, like, hypocrite. All right.
Yeah, so even I think the beginning of it, they kind of replicate the beginning of the first Matrix.
Okay,
but it's not Trinity.
Yeah.
Jessica Hennick is the character that's realizing something's going wrong, and she has to find. She goes to find Neo.
Yeah.
Who's not Neo in this? He is Tom. He is.
Is he Tom Anderson?
World, but we see him as Keanu. The audience sees him Keanu, but it's the Matrix has overlaid another skin on top of him. So all the other characters see him as a different character.
So he's wearing a DLC skin. Cool. All right.
Yeah. The skin of a 6-year-old plus whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because then he sees Trinity in a cafe all the time, like a stalker, right?
Yeah.
And he feels the connection. And he makes the character in the Matrix like Trinity, even though Trinity actually influenced that character. Okay. And then, but she's got kids and a husband, and then it comes down to whether she can make the choice to believe that she is that what the stuff that Keanu is saying is true, or the fake life that the Matrix has now given her is her real life. Yeah. And then we know exactly what the choice that she would make because of that film and stuff like that. And then she also has the powers of the one at the end of the film. But what another thing of this film that is not so good is the stunt team who did the Matrix, and Yang Wu-ping, who did the choreography, didn't do the choreography for this film. It's not even the guys that did the choreography for John Wick didn't do this film either, even though one of them are in this film as Trinity's husband, I think.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Chad Stahelski. Even they didn't do the choreography for it because they were doing John Wick at the same time. You know, if they got them to do the choreography, you would have had something, you know, something a bit more memorable. But it just seems like the action here is not as good as the action in the first set of films, and knowing that it's not even the action that's as good as John Wick because they can get people to do that.
Yeah.
It's just like we only give you half of what you kind of want, but a bit more spectacularly, so it covers up the ring work. If
yeah.
It's like you're trying to use your expenses, right?
Yeah.
And charisma to cover up your lack of ring ability.
Yeah. Like Goldberg. Yeah.
Exactly. But we see through it.
Quick question then, because I'm just looking through the casting of Matrix Resurrection. Like a lot of people, on Google anyway, it shows a lot of people from the old one in it, right? But I'm guessing they're like archive footage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It makes sense then.
Because you've got Keanu and Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah.
And that's everyone else seems to be mostly replaced.
Okay.
Agent Smith is in there, but then he's not Agent Smith, so you kind of don't get. There's a disconnect.
Yeah.
Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
Yeah.
AKA Black Manta.
Yeah, AKA Wonder Man. Yeah.
Yep. He's Morpheus, so there's
Okay.
a bit off key there because it's not like it's got a new actor pretend to be an old character that's a friend with a character you do know.
Yeah, that's all weird.
Yeah.
Did they make any reference to that or?
Yeah. Well, he got overlaid. He got reskinned.
Okay.
You can do that nowadays. Well, the Oracle showed you could do it. So
yeah, they said
they took it and
said
went
precedent.
overboard with
Yeah, okay.
It's like everyone, by the way, got reskinned and put into the computer game company that Thomas Anderson works at.
Okay.
Convenient,
yeah.
Yeah. And then Neil Patrick Harris being the psychiatrist that speaks to Mr. Anderson, trying to tell him that his dreams are not the real one. Then he turns out to be
the analyst. Yeah.
I'm just like, right, okay. I don't know.
Another question as well. Is Jada Pinkett Smith in it? Or is she archive footage as well?
Yes, she's in it.
Okay. She's actually in it.
Old age makeup as well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
This film, I'd say, if you're curious to watch it, I wouldn't recommend it myself unless you're one of those people that want to see a film about biting the hand that feeds you, because that's what I'd recommend.
It depends if I'm in a petty mood, then maybe
exactly. If you know what you want to watch, right? It's a decent action film. It's not great, but it's more about the message that's within the film that the characters are telling, and that you're sitting down listening to, going, you know what, these people got paid big money for it, and they're still mouthing off indirectly. Okay.
But sure, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I might watch it one day.
But as far as concept with the rest of the films, is it a standout? Nah.
What's her name's in it as well? What's her name? Parika Chopper. She's in it. Okay.
Who's that?
She's. What? She's in that new John Cena Idris Elba film, and she's in something else.
Head of State.
Yeah. I might be saying that
yet, by the way.
I've seen it. It's all right. It's pretty good.
Look, the only reason they paired them up is because of the Suicide.
Yeah, of course.
Which I did enjoy.
Yeah.
So if that energy part goes into Head of State, State of Play, then I'll probably enjoy watching.
Yeah,
I'll be entertained at the very least.
Like random, even it's like a side tangent as well. You've seen White House Down, right?
Yeah.
It's a more comedic version of that.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's
so
fine.
it's not White.
I will say as well,
Yeah,
I found White House Down better than
Olympus Fallen.
Yeah,
same.
Olympus Fallen was taking itself a bit too
serious. Yeah, and White House Down was that middle, like, it's serious and funny. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So that film, I might watch it. I've got on Blu-ray, so I might just watch it at some point.
And then you tell me you can add. You can add the edit to the end of this at some point, saying what you actually thought of it. Right?
This film is garbage. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, you know what? Tag it on at the end, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll have it at the end, and then we do a 5-minute, 10-minute tag or something at the end.
We'll do that. I'll watch it before this comes behind the scenes. Before this comes
You
out, I'll
edit
watch
it
it.
in
Yeah, I'll
at
edit
the
it in.
end,
Yeah.
and then we'll re-intro that end, and then re-end it. Yeah.
Oh,
And just for
Jesus.
you to say double thumbs down,
Yeah,
don't
or
bother watching it. That's all.
or this film's the greatest film I've seen in my life, which is probably I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
But...
Well, no, but that's the thing. You could, if the 12 job is so magnificent, you might actually end up like if you might end up saying that.
Yeah, it's like this is the best like satire thing I've seen in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh.
As long as you don't take, it's like Matrix 1 and 2 and 3 are meant to be taken seriously, and 4 is not.
Yeah.
It's like we're in this world. The tone is different, and the message is completely different as well.
Yeah, it's we're a mere shell what we used to be, sort of thing.
Yeah, and we know it.
Yeah, we know it. You know it. Just give us money, we'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly, and everyone will be happy.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that will end this section because we'll catch up, like
catch
you
up,
said, in the future.
So, yeah, Matrix Resurrection. Yeah, that's what it's called.
What did you think of that in the end?
It's. Alright, I'll be honest, right? I watched it. I fell asleep twice during it, right? Yeah. Didn't decide to go back. Like, I don't care if it's like key plot points I've missed out. I'll just soldier through. And I don't feel like I missed anything at all.
Okay.
I can see what you said. It seems like Warner Brothers came to him and said, "Okay, we're gonna carry on the Matrix, but we don't know if you're not gonna write it, we'll get someone else." They're like, you know what? If someone's gonna sink this ship, let us sink the ship, and that's how it kind of felt. It looked good because I watched it on like Blu-ray, so like full HD and that stuff, right? It looked good. If it was filmed good. Yeah. But the story was. Yeah. And I don't really say as much. It was trash. So,
did the version you watch also have the green tint? Because I don't think mine.
No.
I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering if there are different versions out there.
Yeah, no.
They had the green tint for when they released the Matrix, but then I think they changed that tint on the Blu-rays or something like that.
Yeah.
But I think this version was just filmed without the green tint.
Yeah, because that's another thing kind of threw me off for a while. I was like, oh, because there's no tint. Like some of the ideas they had was cool. Like, but then some of them is like, why? Like, for example, right? Quickly, Agent Smith. Well, I didn't get why he needed to come back. It didn't really make any sense. I felt like fan service. The twist of Morpheus was kind of cool, but then again, like he just be a new character. But okay, sure, whatever. All right, sure. I like the callback to that little girl who ends up being that cyber owl thing. Sophia, whatever her name is. And Niobe coming back. Oh, that's pretty cool. Even though it's like,
do you think that's makeup, or do you think they CG aged her?
I don't know.
Or do you think they used a combination?
I think they used a combination because there's a bit where they kind of de-age her slightly. You know, when they go to the digital world, like the Matrix, and that little well bit and they're talking. She looks younger then. Then when you go back to the real world, she's all like old looking. Yeah, and so both Neo and Trinity are the 1 and 2, like 1A, 1B. Yeah.
Which one's which though? At this point, at the end, is the question, because Neo is definitely the one in the first set of films, and then Trinity is the one here. But then by the time it is the end when they're facing off against Neil Patrick Harris, it's both of them. Yeah. So, and then he couldn't fly, but she could fly. Then at the end, when they fly off at the end of the screen, they're both flying. I thought, okay, maybe they're holding hands and flying, but they're both flying. I was like, okay, cool. And I did get some weird, that those two twins. Is it the Von Strucker twins or the Finnis twins? The Finnis twins, from the X-Men. Those two twins when they held each other's hands. I got that vibe some of the time when. But you see what I said about. The action is not as good as the action previous, and it's not even the sequences where I'm talking about the martial arts specifically. It's just even when they're doing like gunplay and stuff like that. I mean, they're also right, but it's just not. I've got a punch to it,
No, I just felt too much fan servicey, and even like when I make like bullet time and stuff like that, and I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird. Sure.
Let me let me read you a quote from the Ultimate Matrix collection, right?
Okay.
This is relevant. This is relevant, by the way.
Yeah.
They're talking about because you got the collection, and you think, all right, listen to the audio commentary, because then you're going to see what their actors or producers, like in this case, because it's going to be Lawrence Fishburne, Keanu Reeves, and Carrie-Anne Moss.
Yeah.
Or Hugo Weaving. They probably just not going to spend the time to do the commentaries, which is fine, right?
Yeah.
But then sometimes you get the producers or I think the story writers, because in Blade, Wesley Snipes did it with David Goyer.
Yeah.
And then Guillermo del Toro did another track with someone else. Anyways, but sometimes you don't even get the people that are acting in it or to do with it in it. And what they were saying in this booklet, is that they decided to do 2 different audio tracks,
Okay.
First being a conversation with philosophers who enjoyed the films, and a second one which have been critics who did not, right? And then what they wanted to do was have it with critics that enjoyed the film and philosophers who didn't.
Yeah.
Right. As another track, but obviously it wasn't enough space on the DVD set and stuff like that. Because you got to put all the to play the films and all that stuff, right? The space to take up all the data.
Yeah.
And then they say here Warner Brothers was asking them, but why would you want us to pay people
just like
to place the film?
Yeah.
And there's 3 of them as well, so 6 hours of just getting torn apart, right? What? We don't get the logic here because it's our money. We're paying. You don't want to not necessarily cause controversy, but it's like that's the opposite of what usually people want.
Yeah.
Even if it's middling reviews, kind of, or mixed reviews, fine, you would say. But no, just straight up the haters. Okay. And the Wachowskis are like, well, we're trying to find the answer, and the answer is why. I was like, okay,
yeah,
which makes me think, right? You know how it is. Okay, fair enough. I can see the philosophy behind the story of the Matrix. If you wanted those people to think, okay, are we in a machine world? We're in a world. Do we have free will? All that stuff,
Yeah.
But then it's an action movie.
Yeah.
If you took away all the action. And made it like one of those movies that the aim is the drama and the meaning behind the movie, like Donnie Darko, for example, right. And people go investigate the themes more. Fair enough, but I don't actually think the Matrix would have had that been a hit like that with that.
It'll be too slow.
Exactly. So why they're doing this, I don't like why they wanted their philosophy and whatever critics, all that stuff. It's like, okay, but then they tripled down on that in the Matrix Resurrections.
Yeah.
It's like, here it is, and we want you to think, okay, so what about this? What about that? What about that? While we also think this is not good. We're going to tell you that we don't think what we're doing is good,
Yep. But not in so many words, We're going to you're going to do it meta,
But it's not even if the aim of those films were to have some philosophical debates about certain whatever ideas, the Matrix Resurrection is just like, no, let's not even have that in it.
It's throw out the window,
Exactly. So what is their aim with the Matrix Resurrections?
There wasn't one.
Other than money, of course. But
that's the biggest one. But I don't know.
You don't think there's going to be a Matrix 5?
No, because then this one, I think that tanked.
You think they killed it? You think they killed it and killed it deliberately with the Matrix of Resurrections?
Yeah.
And we see it's not even the end of the story arc, or whatever it is. They killed the franchise dead, so it never come back.
Yeah.
And basically, you would have to do a reboot or start the new story of the one.
Yeah. Because I think because that realistically, that's what they should have done with this one, but no. They were trying to ride off the
What, you mean the Matrix? Yeah, they should have just at the end of it made the entire computer program collapse or something like that at the end of it, and then you could have something at the end credits where something's happening, and you're like, oh, okay, but they're gonna restart the entire world or whatever, however it's going to be,
Because don't get me wrong, there was some interesting things they did in the new one, like the city of both machines and humans who we don't want a war, so they made their own city. That's also that's pretty cool, but then everything else kind of new as that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't really care about your world building. You're just doing it sort of to say we halfly care, but we really don't.
Yeah. Just moolah.
Yeah, but hey.
So you're saying overall, okay? So on the 2 thumbs up to 0 thumb scale, or double 0 thumb scale even. Matrix 1, what do you give that?
2 thumbs.
Okay, Matrix 2.
2 thumbs.
Okay, Matrix 3.
1.
Okay,
Good
and
ending.
Matrix Resurrections.
Half a thumb.
Okay.
Like, there's things about I enjoy, but it's not
Yeah.
enough to be like give it a good review. You know what I mean? Like,
You know
okay,
what though?
great.
The thing is, if they just full on went, we're gonna completely wreck ourselves, the movie, everything all at once.
Yeah.
Then it might be a higher rated film for me.
Yeah. If
Because
they
it's like they like, well, the Wachowskis or the one of the Wachowskis is like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna make it because you want me to make it, but they just follow through with like, I'm gonna destroy it and everything with it. You know, it's just kind of got halfway there and go, actually, you know what?
I stopped caring now.
I don't want to get sued, and I do kind of want to get paid. I don't want to ruin my own reputation too much, so yeah.
Like, they should have done a secret. They should have done a secret sort of, you know, like in Prometheus, where they basically done a different movie until the end. Like, oh yeah, this has aliens as well. Oh, okay. You should have done that sort of with this and see if anyone noticed. Like, wait, so why is Keanu Reeves playing a blah, blah, blah? Oh no, what? Wait for the end. Wait for the end, and then
Yeah.
Just
a bit like what's that other movie? The wasn't Glass. It was Unbreakable. What was the one in the middle? Split.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean, like, oh, okay, that was the Matrix. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do you think the other Wachowski made a good choice not to come back and part direct the other one, or do you think they made a bad choice because they just still got paid?
I don't know. I think it was a win-win for them.
What to not direct?
Not direct it, and then still probably got paid for it. Yeah.
Well, no, I don't think they did get. I think they maybe got a producer credit or something like that, just because they created characters, but or the money for the residuals and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
probably.
I don't think they got the directing paid money.
Yeah, probably not. But it still probably made a bit of change of it, so they're probably like,
oh yeah,
my name's technically not attached to it, but I'm still getting paid. So
yeah. Yeah, and as far as your ratings go, I would say I probably agree with them. Yeah. I don't dispute you too much on anything really.
Yeah, we're quite like on a level with both with the Matrix. Yeah.
But you're saying number 5. There's no need for a number 5.
No, there's no need for a number 5. Wait.
Same with the avatars, right? There's no need for whatever avatars they're doing, but they're doing them anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, it's another 2. One's come out this year, and then
okay.
There's another one off of that. Yeah.
All right. Well. That's the finish of this section. That's actually the other section of the previous the podcast we stitched together.
Yeah.
What you can see is like before, when we were reviewing the set, we were in our pods, and now we're out of the Matrix.
You're out of the Matrix, and we're regretting taking the red pill. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a man who's a different man in the sequel. Wait, the full sequel. To Chong.
And I am the therapist who wears blue glasses and then ends up being. Well, that's a quick thing. But it's going to go into what I'm saying as well. I'm the psychiatrist is really the analyst, Carl Charles. All right, I didn't get his effects. What they did with him. I got it, but it looked weird.
Oh, you mean the character arc, or you mean the
special
effects they were doing when he's?
Yeah, the special effects were doing when he was slow. Everything was slowed down, but he was speeded up.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Using flash time apparently.
Yeah, that was weird.
Even though Neo is also moving in bullet time and he's moving fast, so he's Zoom.
Yeah, basically.
Neo's Buddy West.
Yeah.
The analyst was manipulating time itself to move at different speed.
I was like, I got that.
By the way, we didn't mention, but as you did just mention, what did you think of that character overall?
I don't know. It was like, I get it, but it also didn't really make sense because, he's meant to be a program, right? Mm-hmm. And like when you had the was the architect? What was the main bad guy in the? I say the main bad guy, but like the overall bad guy in the first lot. Is the architect?
The first the guy at the end of number 2, where
Yeah.
Neo went into. Yeah. That guy looking like the Colonel Sanders looking geezer. Yeah. He's the architect.
Yeah. He spoke and stuff like as a robot, like as a program sort of thing, innit?
Yeah.
And it made sense, right? Because it's the Matrix. But then how the analyst was talking, it was like too human.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an edgy teenager sort of. Like it was.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think it's well partially what went against the film is he's trying to tell Neo that the Matrix only existed in his own mind because of the video game, like he created it, blah blah, right? But we know after seeing 3 movies that the Matrix is not like that. So their psychological trick kind of not doing work, but they didn't wrap it in the story enough where you think, okay,
maybe
we accept those are parts of it, the stories that are in his mind, and now we're into the real world of that story.
Yeah,
there was always enough clues that the way they told it was you already knew Neo was Neo, and he's just caught in the program.
Yeah.
But there was no suspense in that, so I think they But even as a character, I was like, okay, but as the new big bad, I was like, but he didn't do that much.
No.
You know? And then when Smith came back full force, he's like, yeah, I'm taking back the show, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Like, okay.
Yeah, you couldn't have done the psychoanalyst Smith on Smith, and then made yourself the whole new threat. I don't know.
Because the Smith, even how he sort of came alive was just weird. Like the guy saw a gun and he was like, "Oh, all my memories come back. I'm Smith." You're like, wait. So everyone else got jumped through loopholes to get to where they were, but you just saw one thing and you're back. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think the idea was to put the people into the programs and make them the things that they hated.
Yeah.
First, even Morpheus got turned into an agent, right?
Yeah.
But then, Smith was like, well, when he was an agent, and then he became sentient by himself.
Yeah.
And then in the third one, he actually kind of absorbed the human suit, became human, what he hated, which okay. But then when he comes back, he's like Neo's boss.
Yeah.
Which okay, fine, right?
Yeah.
Because you're setting up the I want to say a different style of relationships, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But then like you say, it's like, oh yeah, his mind just unlocks when he saw the weapon. It's like, well, is that even the weapon that he had back in the day? And he saw it and triggered it. But they must have seen tons of weapons throughout the entire time.
I'm saying, especially if exactly, there we go. That's why it didn't make.
If he saw an agent move, because they were chasing them into the apartment, the games workshop area.
Yeah.
And he saw the agent start dodging bullets, and then it triggered in his mind, and then he saw the gun, and then he's like, oh yeah, and then something happened.
Then that would make sense. But
or even if an agent knocked into him, and then you know how it is, like
yeah.
The program to program contact unlock the other program, or whatever it is, something.
But no. No.
And even when he said Mr. Anderson, he didn't quite say with the same sneer that Hugo Weaving was saying it.
Yeah.
If the characters weren't, if they didn't do the flashbacks to the characters that are played by different actors, would you have even known that they're supposed to be those characters?
Not really, no. No.
Yeah, I would say the Yahya Abdul-Mateen tried to play Lawrence Fishburne Morpheus.
I like that he did it. Like, I like how he sort of done the weird callbacks and then I'm like, nah, I'm sort of making it my own sort of thing. So I like that.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not saying there's a halfway compromise in it, but he tried to be the same guy.
Yeah.
But then it was just not enough. Like either he during his acting supposed to replicate the guy exactly to a certain point, or he's himself. Yeah. But if he's himself, then is he not a different person? You know.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's us. That's that for this.
Yes. And thank you for listening to us talk about the Matrix franchise. Hopefully, it's not a fifth one, or just reboot it. If you let us know what you think about the Matrix, you on?
Sorry. I was going to say, let's just say they started making the Matrix Resurrections, and Jessica Henwick was the main character. Like it started like Bug was the main character, and then it's her story. Like say this Matrix Resurrections was a reboot or something like that, and Neo and Trinity were more of extended cameos, and the story was about a new set of characters. Would you have been happy?
Oh yeah, to me that made more sense. Yeah. Even though I like Jessica, I like her, but in this film, I don't know.
Yeah. Is it the blue hair?
Not even the blue hair.
No, she didn't get much to do, right?
No, she got much to do, but then to me, they kind of like she was kind of an unlikable character.
Well, I think it's more like she got stuff to do. Problem is though, once it became the Neo story, everyone else got pushed back.
Yeah, which I'm alright with it.
Once she unlocked Morpheus and then Neo, it's just like, yeah, okay, the main character at the beginning of the first 5 minutes of the movie, 10 minutes or whatever we're following, just it's a side character now.
Yeah, but yeah, if maybe I would have, but I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
Okay,
yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok's on top, and follow us on the YouTubes. And until next time, guys, I'd like to thank you all for taking a trip with us around the Matrix. See what I did there? See, I say, bye.